G'day everyone, it's Curtis here and welcome to an On The Back Wheel video. Today we have some exciting news. Aprilia have announced a new RSV4 and a new Tuono V4. Let's check them out. As usual, make sure you hit that subscribe button and the bell notification button. Alright, we'll start off with the new RSV4. It wasn't that long ago that Aprilia updated the RSV4 by putting a new Tuono 1100 motor in it. They've also constantly updated it mechanically since its launch in 2009. With this update, not only have they updated mechanically, they've also done a pretty big styling update. And if it looks familiar, that's because it looks a lot like the new RS660. Even though we only have a couple of photos so far, I love the look of it. I think the 90s throwback colours are fantastic. Let me know what you think in the comments. So the new fairing hasn't been changed just for looks, performance has been improved too. Aprilia state the new fairing has extremely low aerodynamic resistance and the winglets are now built into the fairing. The new winglets are designed for better performance, but they also direct hot air away from you while you ride. The headlights are now LED and they have perimeter DRLs, which are daylight running lights. Aprilia is saying they have a bending lights function. Basically, this means they'll give you increased visibility while cornering, so they're cornering lights. As someone who rides at night a lot, I think this is a fantastic feature. It's pitch black where I live back in Australia, and frequently you become around a corner and you wouldn't see an animal till the last second. Something like this could help a lot. Now they've updated the engine, it's now 22 cc's larger, making it 1099 cc's. Horsepower is 217 horsepower, the same as the old model, but no torque figures have been given. It's also Euro 5 compliant and the exhaust system has been updated. I'd say with all the new emissions laws, you should be able to get a fair bit of horsepower by putting on an exhaust system and doing a tune. Not that you really need more when you got 217 horsepower, but hey, why not? Another major change is they got a new lighter aluminium swing arm. It's now very similar to their MotoGP bike swing arm. Comparing it to the old model, you can see it's completely changed from the banana style they've been using for years. It basically looks like it's been flipped upside down. Aprilia state this gives increased stability, lower weight and a lower center of gravity. The riding position has been changed to make the bike more comfortable. There's a new fuel tank and combined with a new seat, this is designed to give the rider more room. More comfort is always a good thing if you ask me, especially on a sports bike. The bike is getting a new TFT dash. Unfortunately, there's no photos of this, but Aprilia state it's larger than the old version. On top of that, there's new electronics, similar to the ones on the RS660. We've got a new ECU, 6-axis IMU, wheelie control, launch control. You can change the ABS and the engine braking now, and there's 6 riding modes. 3 of those are for the road and 3 for the track, and 3 are customizable. That's a lot of riding modes. Now the RSV4 is coming in a standard version and a factory. The factory has forged aluminium wheels, the new Öhlins Smart EC 2.0 semi-active suspension, that's a mouthful, and Brembo Stylema brake calipers. Only the factory comes in the new fancy purple paint job, or as Aprilia are calling it, lava red. There is also Aprilia black and dark Losail, whatever the fuck that is. Alright, onto the hyper naked Tuono V4. It too's been given a pretty significant update. We've got new fairing that's similar to the Tuono 660 fairing. Personally, I love the look of it. I also like the look of the old bike, but it was getting a little bit dated, so it was due for an update. The updates on the Tuono are very similar to the RSV4, so I'll skim over a fair few of them. It's got the new LED lights and cornering lights, revised tank and seat, the wings built into the fairing, the MotoGP style swing arm, new TFT dash, new ECU and riding modes, and the choice between a factory and standard bike. It does differ in a few other ways though. In addition to the new fairings, a bigger screen, I think this is great, as on my Tuono V4 the wind buffeting wasn't the best. One positive was that it keeps your speeds down and you keep your license. Aprilia has only shown the factory version, but the tail unit has been revised on that. We'll have to wait for more info on the standard version, as it has a different tail unit in the past, which is more accommodating for pillion riders. I'm spying a different belly pan setup than the last model too. So while the RSV4 got an upgraded motor, the Tuono's is essentially unchanged, except it's now Euro 5 compliant. That means it's 1077 cc's, 173 horsepower and has 121 Newton meters of torque. I'm not sure why they did this. I mean, the current engine is amazing, so it's no biggie, but my guess is in a couple of years it'll have the new bigger motor. So as I said earlier, there's a standard and a factory model to choose from. The factory has the semi-active Öhlins suspension and a different tail, but I can't see any different brakes or rims. So far there's no launch date or price. I'd say Aprilia is concentrating on getting their new 660 models out the door first, and then they'll give us some more information on these. Personally, I think they both look shit hot. My brother texted me in the morning and he doesn't like the look of the new RSV4, but We've only got side profile shots at the moment, and I think they look awesome. What do you guys think? Do you like the changes they've made? I had my heart set on the 660s, but man, these look good. And if I was to test ride one, I think my bank balance would be in trouble. Okay, thanks for watching everyone. Hit that subscribe button. Let me know what you think of the bikes in the comments below, and keep it on the back wheel, people.